So are the 2021 Silver Eagles worth buying? How you doing, everybody? Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I am a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. Also, make sure you blast that like button for me. So I'm discussing the 2021 Silver Eagles. A lot of people are very excited for the brand new design. It's set to release the middle of this year. And there's been a lot of discussion whether or not the 2021 Eagles are worth even buying in the first place when it comes to collecting, or if you want to look at it from a speculation standpoint, if you're going to flip it for maybe a profit down the road. Before I take a look at whether or not it's worth looking into, you definitely need to understand a few things. First and foremost, when it comes to collectability of a particular item, it really comes down to the year that the coin was minted, and specifically how many coins were minted in that particular year. It comes to scarcity, right? You have to think about just the quantity of American Silver Eagles. I actually have some charts that I will walk you through and show you just how many millions upon millions of Silver Eagles have been minted year over year. But when it comes to certain years, there are ones that are more valuable than the others because they had such a limited amount that were minted in that particular year. And when I say limited, I mean, we're still talking anywhere above 3.5 million Silver Eagles at the lowest. So these are definitely not a type of coin that are in low abundance. You can get these just about anywhere. So when it comes to American Silver Eagles, you know, because they are, for the most part, trusted and they are well known and recognizable, people do buy them because of that, and it is a base of many people's stacks. It is basically the foundation of my silver stack. I did sell off quite a few not too long ago because I was able to double my money. And in fact, just today, I was able to buy 130 more Silver Eagles at a ridiculously low price in comparison with what the prices are today. Right now, they're going for around $36 to $37. I was able to get them for under $31 a piece, brilliant uncirculated. But that's for another video. But when it comes to the 2021 Eagles, we know that there's going to be a Type 1 and a Type 2. The Type 1 is the classic design, which we've seen here. And the Type 2 is going to be the newly released design. And again, those are going to be minted and released in the middle of this year. At least that is the projection. So when it comes to the actual collectability of them, yeah, the 2021s, they're going to have a tiny bit of collectability when it comes to just the fact that it is the last year of this particular design. And the Type 2 coins, they're going to have a little bit of a desired collectability to them because it is going to be the first year of the new design. But when it comes down to the actual quantity, I still haven't been able to find actual numbers as to how many are being minted of both Type 1 and Type 2. Some of you out there, you might have this information. You could feel free to put those comments down below. But I do have some figures that show the month-to-month sales of the 2021 Eagles, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so there's a couple things that you need to look for when deciding whether or not an American Silver Eagle has any sort of collectability to it. And that mainly resides with the mintages. And so you can Google search American Silver Eagle mints by year or mintage numbers by year, and you will be able to find various charts. This one happens to be on Bullion's website. And here you could see year over year the quantity of the 1 ounce American Silver Eagles. They also have the 1 ounce gold Eagles and the fractional Eagles there. But let's take a look at the different dates. Now, first of all, the American Silver Eagle coin, there have been hundreds of millions of them minted, okay? You can see here, starting in 1986, when they were first introduced, you have 5.3 million. 1987, you have 11.4 million. Then you've got another 5 million the year after, 88, 89, 5.2. I'm not going to go through all of these year over year, but you'll see in these initial phases of the American Silver Eagle, you're talking basically single digit, but within the millions, okay? Millions of these coins minted year over year. Here you've got some low mintage years from 1994 through 1998. These are what you would consider to be key dates, being that they have less, especially 1996. There you've got 3.6 million. But let's take a look. Let's fast forward here through 2000s. You've got 9, 10 million, 8, 8, 8, 10, 9. Now look at 2008. You got 20 million. 2009, you got 30 million. Look at 2011, 40 million. 2013 and 14. Look at 2015, 47 million. Now, this is really something that we should all be taking a look at, is the year of 2020, which we all know is the year of COVID. And there were a lot of people that were really worried about the year of 2020 because of the pandemic, what it did with the whole production supply, with mining, refiners, mints, all being shut down because of COVID. That did not slow down the rate of production. There were a lot of these different types of slab coins known as the emergency release and, first date and so on and so forth. And those all are different types of gimmicky marketing ploys to get you to spend a little bit more money. But here we see that there were over 30 million Silver Eagles minted in the year 2020. If we look at the years prior, we have 14 million, 15 million. Now, here we are in 2021. A lot of things happening right now with regards to COVID. We've got people in the workforce wearing the face masks. We've got production underway. So that being said, we know very well that the mint can produce, anywhere between, 14 million upwards of 30 million, and heck, why not all the way up to 47 million. I haven't been able to find any information as to what their numbers are, but if you go here on the US Mint.gov's website, they do have a list as to their monthly sales for the year of 2021. The numbers do appear to be low. Here we have 191,000. We got 121,000, 55,000, 13,000. Total right down here, 380,000. Now, I could be looking at this wrong. There's going to be a few people that are going to probably chime in on the comments and be like, you idiot, you're supposed to look here for this information, blah, blah, blah. But looking at the US Mint's website right now, these are the sales to date, 380,000. We know that the Type 1 are going to be minted through roughly like the first half of the year, and then the Type 2 are going to be minted the second half of the year. You could definitely come to this website, check out the sales month after month. We still have yet to even get through April, May, and June. And I suspect that these numbers will substantially increase. There is really no way, in my opinion, that we're going to go from millions, even down here in 1996 at 3.6 million. We're not going to go from that down to, let's see here. And these are the Gold Eagles. We're not going to go down to, just like 1 million of the Type 1s and 1 million of the Type 2s. Guaranteed that there's going to be quite a few. Okay, so that kind of gives you some sort of perspective that the Silver Eagles have been minted out to oblivion, right? We're talking hundreds of millions of Silver Eagles. So for me personally, what is my plan? My plan is to buy maybe a small handful. And when I'm talking a small handful, I'm talking no more than a tube of the new design. Because again, yeah, it's cool. It's the first year of this release. But I mean, if we look at the prices of a 1986 American Silver Eagle, they're going for mid 40s to upper 40s. So, if you're like backing up the truck and loading up on American Silver Eagle coins for the Type 2 2021 coins, you are going to really have to sit for quite a long period of time in order for you to really realize any sort of profit. There's better ways to kind of invest your money, and I would say definitely not by putting it into tubes and tubes and tubes of these Type 2 Silver Eagles, thinking that they're going to have a high collectability to them. You're going to see a lot of these different slabs too that are going to say first release, first strike, first release. You're just going to see a crazy amount of variations with the different slabs. And again, that's all just, some sort of marketing ploy to get people to spend more money. They'll be able to say like, oh, this is an MS69 or an MS70 first strike, meaning that, first 30 days upon when it was minted and sent in for grading. So my recommendation would be not necessarily to back the truck up on either of the two types. It's cool that this is the last year of the one design and the first year of the second design. But I mean, when it comes to collectability, they're going to be making millions and millions of these coins. So there's going to be a little bit of a demand, but it's not going to be anything like we have seen with coins like, let's say, the Queen Anne's Revenge or the Zeus coins that were relatively new, or the Horsemen of the Apocalypse rounds, etc. So, definitely decide what it is that you want to do. Are you looking to just collect them? Then maybe just buy, one of each. If you're looking to maybe do this as some sort of speculative flip, I would completely not approach this from that angle. I would just buy them as if you were buying any other Silver Eagles, just because it's just almost like another way of saving your money. But definitely don't go buying tons and tons of these coins, either of the two types, thinking that you're going to get a big return on them, because they are going to be minting millions of these. I'm curious as to what your thoughts are. Are you going to be backing up the truck on either of the two types for the 2021s? Definitely comment down below. Let us know what your plans are. But for me, I'm just going to buy them as if they're just regular other coins. I'll buy at least one because I want to have one of the new design. Other than that, I don't care. I'm going to try to buy Silver Eagles any date, whatever's cheapest. And I'm curious what it is that you're going to be doing. So let us know down below. And please don't forget to blast that like button. And I just want to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. Check out these videos. Until next time, long live the Empire.